Let's just make sure this is working okay. Testing 1, 2. All right. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me. So I did a podcast episode yesterday or the day before, and I talked about how to clone yourself by documenting processes and in so doing getting everybody on your team on the same page. This is probably one of the biggest frustrations when it comes to, building out your team, empowering others, is to just get everybody to understand exactly how things are done. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So when it comes to processes in your business, if you don't have stuff like this in place and people are doing things completely differently, that means chaos. It could hurt your reputation. It could mean unnecessary costs, et cetera, et cetera. So in the podcast episode, I talked about and was describing my process. And since it aired, I've been getting a bunch of questions around, hey, Tim, can you show us what it looks like? And so that's what I want to do here today, is show you what it looks like. It's really, really easy. All you need is a dry erase board or a piece of paper and a pen. And here's what you want to do. You can see I've got an example started for you, but number one at the very top, you want to give it a name. Whatever you're talking about, give it a name. So you can see the example here, we're calling it the hiring process. Pretty clear, that's what we're talking about. Now when you're having meetings around this, or you're saying, you own this process to one of your team members, it's got a name, give it a name. Number two, draw a horizontal line with a start and a finish. That's number two. Number three, identify the starting point. What's the trigger? When does this process start? And when does it end? So begin with the start, put the end. That's the next step. Next, you should have less than 8 milestones. So you want to think high level. What are the high level milestones to get from here to here? So you can see we have create job description, if I can read that backwards. Post it, filter, interview, hire. That's backwards for me. And so now the game is to define and isolate these chunks. It becomes much easier. What happens between here and here to make this successful? Here to here, here to here, and so on. How do we do that? You can see I've started this out for you. You want to identify what are the tools. This is your reference stuff. So for this, we need a job template, a job description template. Who owns it? Who's the person responsible for this isolated section? And then what is your success criteria? In other words, what needs to be true in order to move from here to here? So I put use the template and get manager approval. So just list out all of the success criteria and document it, and then move on to the next and the next and the next. And that's as easy as it is. And just by going through this conversation and visualizing this with your team, you're going to improve your results tenfold. Now, if you want to take this to the next level, we have a method for doing this and automating it and ensuring compliance and all that kind of stuff. If you're interested, you can go to bookwithtim.com, where we go a little bit deeper on this stuff and teach you how to scale it out. On the other hand, if you are just interested in getting access to my rapid process documenter, which is a tool like this, but it's digital, just drop a comment below. Write the word process below in the comments if you're interested, and I'll send it to you. Also, if you're watching this live, if you could write #live so I know you're here. Also lets me share this with more people. If you're watching this on the replay, if you could write #replay in the comments below, that would be much appreciated. Otherwise, hope this was helpful, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.